Hi, and welcome to another installment of the AIC Podcasts for Faculty, a series of short podcasts where we help faculty understand details of UAB's new Academic Integrity Code. I'm Scott Phillips, and I direct UAB's Center for Teaching and Learning. And today my guest is Dr. Melissa Harris, Assistant Professor in the Department of Biology in the College of Arts and Sciences. Thank you for being with me today, Melissa.
Thanks, Scott. It's nice to be here.
So faculty have an important role in helping students through this process if there's a violation or they suspect a violation of academic integrity. And I understand that you developed a flowchart that academic integrity coordinators follow with details about how to help students through this process. Can you help us by understanding the faculty's role in this process?
Sure, Scott. Having the pleasure of being on the revision of the code, I have a lot of faculty that ask me, what do you do if you suspect misconduct? And this is sort of a list of steps that would be generally applicable to any of our instructors for our classes, including faculty. So first, instructors are always encouraged to discuss suspected academic misconduct with the student before you do anything else, because there are some times when no academic misconduct has actually occurred. However, if the instructor determines that suspected academic misconduct actually has occurred, then you will go into this entire process. The first step that you're going to do is report the academic misconduct via our online reporting system. And Scott's going to give you a link to that in our faculty resources, a little button where you can go and do that just right online. Once you have reported your academic misconduct, that report will go to the appropriate coordinator for your school or college. And your coordinator will determine whether or not there's reasonable basis to believe that academic misconduct has actually occurred, and then the steps within the process of where we go after that. The coordinator will contact you to let you know whether you can go into one or another solutions. The first one, which most faculty will end up doing, is called the resolution agreement. The other option is that the misconduct will have to be referred to the coordinator to deal with. Following along on the flow chart, if we're going to do a resolution agreement, which is the primary sort of outcome for most academic misconduct, you're going to follow a series of different steps. What the coordinator is doing when they determine whether you can do a resolution agreement or get referred to the coordinator has to do whether or not the student has a prior record of academic misconduct. So if this student is a first-time offender, then you can do this with them. If they have had a prior record of academic misconduct, or if the misconduct is so bad that it can result in suspension or expulsion, then that case will get referred to the coordinator. However, today we're just going to talk about the resolution agreement. So for the resolution agreement, this is essentially a written document between the instructor and the student, which details information about the student, information about the offense, how the instructor would like to deal with that misconduct, and then the agreement by the student that they accept this particular resolution agreement. So let me give you just an idea of some of the information that's included on the resolution agreement. So a resolution agreement, just the definition of it, is with the instructor and acknowledges that the academic misconduct occurred, how the case should be resolved, and will contain these following elements: date of the resolution, name of the student, obviously their Blazer ID, other information, description of the academic misconduct, and then finally the agreed resolution and the sanctions. And then this signed resolution agreement will be documented with the student's record. One thing that faculty and instructors should be thinking about when setting up a resolution agreement, though, is included in the guide to evaluating severity of academic misconduct, which is in the official academic integrity code, which you can find online. And I recommend that you just fast forward to section 4. In section 4, it'll give you this guide as to how we would consider different kinds of offenses, whether they're minor, moderate, or major offenses. And this guide is helpful because it has a number of different kinds of examples based on different kinds of misconduct. In the second portion of this guide, I'll also turn your attention to table number 2, which highlights proposed sanctions that would be appropriate for different kinds of offenses and their severity. So minor and moderate, or several moderate offenses. And then all of these various sanctions, which instructors can kind of use to identify the best way in order to deal with their particular case of misconduct, unique for their class or unique for the type of training that happens within their school or college. So to summarize, Scott, the main things that instructors should be doing when they come upon misconduct: make sure it actually happened. If they think that it has actually happened, report it using our new online reporting system, and then contact your academic integrity coordinator, and they will help you go through this entire process.
Excellent. That's very helpful. Thank you so much, Melissa. And we really want faculty to be able to understand this process and their role in it. You can go to www.uab.edu/faculty and find the links to the Academic Integrity Code. There we have resources such as these podcasts, also a faculty reference desk card that makes it easy for you to follow the process. And of course, a list of your academic integrity coordinator. That's a person who is in your school, who is designated to work with these cases. And they have not only access to this complete flowchart that Melissa referenced, but also to other information, and they can be your resource in this regard. So thanks for the explanation here, Melissa. This is very helpful for faculty.
You're welcome. Thanks, Scott.
For more information about UAB's Academic Integrity Code and the role of faculty, go to uab.edu/faculty.